He's gonna be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Raiders and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Here we go. 42.
Burrow will throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And Higgins is going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. The tight end in motion right. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers a week ago for Chase. 5 catches, 80 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
The previous play is under review.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now the first carry here for the running back. Brought down at the 20.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
11 Thomas. 11 MT. Take.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 9th play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Here's Burrow. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, It's 4th down, and the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go. 19 tight.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They came with a safety blitz, and Daxton Hill got home.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 42 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
11 mighty. 11
They'll start
mighty.
this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Turbo shot.
Burrow on play action. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raiders offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And you can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the penultimate week of the season. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Gun.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
Now it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set to go once more. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
2nd down and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1, ready?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play, so they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered, and this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Breaks a tackle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Running right through it. Oh, and now some space to operate. And touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles.
Here we go.
And it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
In motion left is Higgins. To the air again, Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Let's get set. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 Thomas, 11 MT, 11,
From
11,
the
11,
shotgun,
11.
it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, nice move. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone.
A strong running. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
218 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A handoff as they run the counter play. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
The line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Cincinnati, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Dot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. In motion left is Higgins. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So that changes from all the way down inside the 30. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11 mighty.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. Open man is Higgins.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Gun. Dot. Dot.
Burrow will throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving core to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Here we go. Shot.
Now Burrow. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Hey, unlock line, unlock line.
And now it's blocked. Oh, the Raiders have it. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it all the way back. And this crowd can't believe what they're seeing. Things go wrong even after a touchdown in this one. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back inside. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 244 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Let's go now.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurt. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
After review of the play,
so that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 32.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he'll go down at the 28. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Here we go on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their... sidelines, we take a break. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A final shot now for Burrow. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a